Good morning. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do a little morning message. That's funny. Oh wow, gifts. Okay, gifts are coming down. There's some sort of gift. Something that's being given from the spiritual realm, given from the divine. Something that's being dropped down. People could be getting downloads. The hell did that come from? People could be getting downloads. That could be a gift coming down to some people. I know I have been like a lot. They've been like kind of rushing in a lot more, and my sensitivity to a lot of things has been picking up lately. Kind of like when I remember when I was telling my doctor before when I had a checkup, and I was like, yeah, like this was like way like when COVID was like first still new or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, like I can smell everything and I can hear everything. Like any little thing just wakes me up and stuff. So it was just like I was being like really sensitized. Like everything was really sensitive to me. Like it was just really really weird. And it's like that now. So now I can like handle it a little bit better. So it's like you can kind of control um, how it actually makes you feel. You know, it's better than what it was when it first started because it was like overwhelming. Like I started getting used to how to maneuver around the smells and everything else that would come across me, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? What is that? You know, you learn how to follow your nose and everything else. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, some people could actually be listening to their intuition a lot more now and trusting what they're feeling on the inside. And that's like your senses, your five senses heightening, plus, your, secondary senses, to what you really can't see in front of you. But, you can pick up on them, But yeah, a couple nights ago, well, for over like the past few months, like 1010 has been coming out live. It's been 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10. Everybody could be seeing like 10 10 10. If you're watching this, you're probably like seeing 10 10 10 everywhere. 11 11 1 1 9 66 88 777 77 44 444 555. There's a lot of changing, a lot of shifting going on in the air and the atmosphere right now. A lot of things are changing. People are evolving. They're coming into extrasensory perceptors that they're not used to using, and it can be a fun time. If you've been like, I guess, pre-open to it. Like you always had it, but you never really like it wasn't this high before, like, but it was like, all right, what I'm talking about. Anyway, so you just could be like a lot more sensitive than what you were before to, a lot of things that are around you that this, world is realm, not many can experience or sense. So, yeah, like I said a few months ago, yeah, congratulations. Somebody probably went through a dark night or so. If they're not still like going through it or something, they're probably like coming into a lot of things that they probably thought they were going crazy or something. But yeah, like we're all mad a little down here. The world will do it to you. It really will. But you just can't let it get to you. You gotta make the most out of it. You choose to be happy. Just like people choose to be bitter and to make everybody else around them bitter. So it's the choices that you make. So obviously, some people have been making the right choices because they're not stuck up. And they're not coming. Far away. They're actually falling down. And you've seen that when it flipped out and it got stuck on me. Mind you, yes, I know that I can be a little, things like the cling to me. So anyway, but yeah, 10 10 10. And I remember the other. Okay. That got me to shut up. Alright, I guess we're talking about King of Wands. There's a King of Wands in the upright here that wants to pop out for some reason. Alright, maybe there's a King of Wands coming into their gifts. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. There's a King of Wands that's on the board. somebody has come into some gifts. They're, they know who they are. They're very confident into themselves, and everything. They create their own reality, basically. You know, they know how to shift, things from, into their perspective, how they want their life to be. So this King of Wands is holding the Ace of Pentacles, has been given the Ace of Pentacles. He's very abundant in his right. This is somebody who is naturally like this. This person could be like very sexual. Okay, but he's a king in it outright, so he actually sits on his throne, and it's like he knows. He knows. And he knows people are curious. But he doesn't like exude that cockiness. He's very, he's collected with it. This is what I'm seeing. What fell on the floor? We have the Hierophant crossing. Hierophant. This traditional in a sense, but logical. That's what I'm feeling from this card. Like, this person, they're for tradition, they're for, those type of values. But at the same time, this person actually thinks for themselves. So if something is like a traditional type of sense, they're more into themselves, into their mind, or towards, if it sounds off, they're going to sit back and look at this past tradition and see, like, does it make sense to them, really? Like, basically, people want to say, oh, yeah, like, with divorce and, terminations, this, nature. It's just like, people have their opinions of that, right? Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion about things. But it's basically like, say that, everybody's telling you to, stay married or stay locked into some situation that is really doing you harm because it's supposed to be like the righteous type of thing to do. Like, that's fucking toxic. You're not supposed to sit here and sacrifice yourself and your sanity and everything else for the sake of a religion or for a belief or something. You have to really make sense. Are you really damaging yourself, or trying to make other people happy, or what? Like, this person actually thinks about stuff like that. Like, they're into the shit. They think. That's what the Hierophant card crossing said. And plus, if this King of Wands in the outright, if they are actually like naturally, in the Ace of Pentacles, if they're in the upright, in their right, and they have gifts falling, they're using their intuition, and they're actually reading into stuff a lot more too. So it's actually making sense of why they were like this before these gifts actually started coming intuition for them. Coming intuition for them. Anyway, go ahead. What's more about the situation? I'll flip that over in a second. Okay, we have somebody at a distance watching this person. Somebody's at a distance. The Ace of Wands in the reverse could be watching this King of Wands. Could be lusting. This could have been like a past lustful situation or something. Somebody's looking back on. I'm saying lustful because it's Ace of Wands in the reverse. It's not in the upright, so it's not like it's not, there's nothing to be ashamed of with your sexual energy, shit. But it's just like the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is more than just sexual energy. This is like lusting and yearning and all this other stuff. Like, but thinking of like things to do that can cause damage to somebody, trying to use it as, some sort of. Mm, it just feels weird. Like, they're lusting to a point they want to cause hurt or something. Maybe that's what they're hiding with the 901 sideways. Like, yeah, they're trying to check up and look and see if something is like hurting. Or they were trying to hurt this King of Wands. Maybe they could have had something, was trying to pass something off. Maybe they did. Maybe the King of Wands is not reacting to it or something. Can you explain what has fallen? What is watching this King of Wands with this Ace of Wands that's coming in some sort of negative, watchful, lustful energy? Like, what's going on with this situation right here? Hangman is on the top of the deck. Somebody's stuck with some burdens. Hangman is in the reverse. They're not understanding how these burdens, how they're stuck with these burdens. Somebody is stuck with some burdens that they were trying to pass off to the King of Wands. It's a tower move for this individual, these individuals, whoever in the background that are watching. We have the tower moment, and we have the Page of Swords. Okay, somebody could have been coming in with like some false messages, trying to falsify situations and stuff, trying to cause some sort of tower moment, But see, these energies are no match for this energy that's on the table. This person is just to themselves. They're not paying attention to much around them. If it's nothing that's important in their immediate, they're not paying any mind, basically. And people are stuck in their head about this. They're wondering why this King of Wands over here. They're wondering how they're getting these gifts. They're wondering why something isn't burdening them. They thought that something was going to bring this person down, but they're stuck in their head now. They're not understanding how they're not tied up in these situations. They could have been trying to tie up this emperor in, not, I said emperor, this King of Wands in situations. He comes off as an emperor. His confidence. Okay. Because, see, an emperor imposes everything. We're not dealing with an emperor here, but we are dealing with people or a person who is looking at this King of Wands and their confidence. And that confidence and that sexual nature and that whole entire, they got their stuff straight. That exudes out of the emperor. But this person is not an emperor. They don't embody that emperor. They don't embody multiple faucets. You wouldn't catch this person being in like the King of Swords energy, or Queen of Swords energy, You wouldn't find that. You wouldn't find them being in the cup energy, no. this person, they're just to themselves. They're not. They're like in that neutral stance. It's pretty cool. They're just to themselves in a neutral stance. Um, but yeah, somebody was trying to cause a tower moment, and it fell off in the distance along with everything else that this energy was trying to throw at them. Just fell off. Everything backfired and fell off. Fell off. Fell off. So there is no tower moment. Everything that basically they tried to send out went back. That's why everything fell out onto the floor. There's no burdens. There's no nothing. The only thing that basically comes up and resonates over here that there will be no burdens in this situation for this King of Wands at all. So yeah, that's the energy. You can take it for make it fit wherever it fits in your life. If it fits for you, then um, just if you're coming into new senses, you notice that little things are starting to get a little bit more increase. With whatever you're gifted with, whatever your talent is, whatever your spiritual gift is, what have you. Just work on it, and you'll get the hang of things in due time. So we're all here to learn and to just basically evolve and move forward, right? So that's all you really can do. So yeah, this is actually a good reading. Not for whatever energy is down here getting this stuff sent right back to them. Obviously they're not having a good day, but you only get what you give. That's all you can really say. You only get what you give. So yeah, that's gonna be the reading because it is almost that time and I must go. So yes. I hope you enjoyed this reading and yeah, I was gonna start talking, but I'll talk later and tell you about the messages that I got. It was like triple tens back to back, and that's pretty much it. But I'm not gonna get into it now because I'm about to go, and I can really run my mouth whenever I start up. So I'm going to shut it down right now and come back later on and do another little recording. So I will talk to you guys then, and have a beautiful day, people. I love you all, and mwah, enjoy the sunshine. All right, bye.